Hi, I'm Joel and I am your tutor online. Today I'm going to show you how to solve an equation for x in terms of when you're given an equation with a variable and the question asks what's the solution when x is 1, 2, or 3. Let me just show you on the screen here just what that will look like. First, the equation, the wording would be something like solve y equals 2/3 x plus 5 when x is equal to 1, 2, 3. Another way to word that is solve the equation for x is equal to 1, 2, or 3. You'll know that you're doing multiple solutions here when you see the numbers separated by a comma. Sometimes too, another way to look at that is they'll be in brackets like this, 1, 2, and 3. Close the bracket. This is pretty simple here. All we need to do is take each of these numbers and plug it into x, solve the equation, and do that for each number that the question is asking us for. There's two ways to do this. One is just plugging in. Another way you might be asked to do it is to graph it first and then look for where the x lines up on the graph. I'll go ahead and show you both ways. First, for x equals 1, all I'm going to do is write the equation exactly as I see it, except whenever I see an x, I'm going to plug in a 1. Okay, now I'm ready to simplify. 1 times 2/3 is 2/3 plus 5, so y is equal to 5 2/3, or depending on how your teacher wants it, most of them prefer improper fractions, which would be 17/3. That is when x is equal to 1. We're going to do the same thing when x is equal to 2. Let me erase what we got here. Okay, so again, we're just going to rewrite the equation exactly as you see it, except for the x, because I'm going to plug in a 2 plus 5. 2 times 2 is 4/3 plus 5, or in other words 5 4/3, and we can simplify that again with an improper fraction to be 19/3. And we're going to do this one more time because we had the 3 questions there, so we need 3 answers. Again, I'm going to rewrite the equation exactly as I see it. Y equals 2/3 x. Instead of an x, I'm going to write what I'm trying to figure out x for, or when x is equal to. 2/3 times 3, the 3's will cancel out. We just end up with a 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. And so that's our 3 answers. And you can write the answers again with commas. I believe our first one was, what was it? 17/3, then 19/3, and then 7. 3 different answers. Another way to do the problem we just did instead of plugging in is you can graph it once and then look at your graph and figure out how the x crosses the line on your equation. This is the y equals 2/3 x plus 5 graphed out. Y equals 2/3 x plus 5. If you have trouble with graphing from a slope-intercept form, check out my video on that. It's pretty helpful. So then what you would do here is find your x-axis and the number you want to know about and trace it up until you hit the line that you just graphed, and that will give you an answer. As you can see already, that the graphing way is certainly not as accurate as plugging in, because here, for plugging in x equals 1, you know it's not quite 5 and it's not quite 6, but it's really hard to tell whether it is you know, a third or a half or whatever it is. Sometimes though, graphing is really easy. For example, our third, 1, 2, 3, x is equal to 3, all the way up here, you can see nice and clearly that it hits the line right at 7, just like our plugging in method did. Well, thanks for watching this edition of Your Tutor Online. If it was helpful for you, let me know in the comments. If there's more questions you have, let me know. This video happened because Mary asked how to do this kind of problem. You can ask by writing me on YouTube, or just commenting on one of my videos, or go over to yourtutoronline.com and send me a message that way. Until next time, happy studying.